This is a picture of a clown. Sorry, this is a picture of a clown. And for young women in China, this has become the new standard of Chinese beauty.
Okay.
In the motherland of looks maxing, sorry, baby maxing enthusiasts, we now have grown women going through cosmetic surgeries to permanently reshape the edges of their lips to achieve a fuller, plumper, and more clown-like expression.
一个这样的成人的角度就很好了。
This trend has gotten so popular across social media platforms like Douyin and Xiaohongshu. Netizens have now termed it Sou Cao Min, which, I kid you not, literally translates to clown face.
Nice.
Look, I am a big supporter of free will and being able to do what you want with your own body. And if looking like a clown is your prerogative, then I wish you nothing but happiness. Get it? Because they're perpetually smiling? No? Okay, guess I'll go f myself then. The new age of beauty standards has netizens going under the knife to permanently reshape the edges of their upper lips by extending the corners of their mouth upward to create this wide ear-to-ear grin. Something like this. The look centers around dramatically overlined lips, combined with heavy blush circles on the cheeks, oversized doe eyes, and skin so porcelain smooth it'd make a Barbie doll jealous. Add a pacifier to the mix and you've got the reincarnation of the devil himself. The idea of being perpetually cheerful is not new and is part of China and East Asia's ongoing culture of conditioning young women to be visually agreeable and emotionally unthreatening. Jesus, that was a mouthful. Now, before you assume this trend is some sort of facade or a random Halloween look, let me re-emphasize that these are permanent, yes, permanent cosmetic procedures that leave young women with a manufactured smile for the rest of their lives.
What?
Who doesn't want to look like Sid from Ice Age? Handsome bloke, hey?
Huh?
Jokes aside, for many netizens, the goal of this trend is to look perpetually happy, perfectly blissful, unaware, and almost as if the world was full of sunshine and rainbows.
Sunshine, lollipops, and
rainbows, everything that...
Sunshine and rainbows. If you take a step back and think about it for a second, the act of creating a permanent, manufactured smile is one of the most dystopian beauty standards ever created. Like, imagine you're at a funeral for your late grandma. Everyone around you is mourning her death, and you're just sitting there smiling like a idiot. Sometimes I can barely fathom how Chinese netizens come up with some of these trends. Who wakes up one day and goes, hey, let me just permanently reshape the edges of my mouth so I can spend the rest of my days looking like the Joker. These beauty trends are so unfathomable, Heath Ledger would be rolling in his grave.
Brother, what's that?
It's almost as if I've stumbled upon a circus. But instead of performers, I'm surrounded by a bunch of clowns. Hey kids, welcome to the Grand Circus. On display today, we have the mountain lions, the trapezes, and the clowns. Oh, sorry, no, not those ones. we have a new special type of clowns that I think you'll find very amusing. So sorry, what was that?
Mommy, I want to get my face painted just like them.
No, unfortunately, we don't offer that anymore. Instead, for a small fee of $20,000, we can paint a smile on you so wide, Pennywise would be jealous.
Hiya, Georgie.
Now, like all beauty trends in China, the clown smile exists on a spectrum. On one hand, you've got influencers doing genuinely impressive makeup transformations. Overlined lips, strategic blush, and contoured cheekbones. Yes, I know my makeup terminology. Don't act like I don't know more.
The queen of drag.
On the other hand, you have netizens going to cosmetic clinics and paying thousands of dollars for lip lifting procedures where the corners of their mouth are fitted into a permanent upward curve and a smile so wide that I'm beginning to question whether or not their jaw structure is still intact.
Hiya. Hiya.
I'm going to need everyone to take a moment, breathe, and acknowledge that we live in a society.
We live in a society.
A society where looking like a clown has become the new gold standard of Chinese beauty.
The world is a mess. Well, you think this is going to cause a little more anger? The world is an angry place.
You know what, Donald? Well said. And look, I'll admit it right now. The clown smile trend is funny, it's absurd, and it's undeniably good content for my YouTube channel. But underneath the absurdity of all these beauty trends lies the exact same message. It's representative of a system that profits from the insecurity of the individual. Want to be skinny? Go remove your rib cage. Want to have pale skin? Apply mercury lace cream. And want to appear harmless and feminine? Go turn yourself into a clown. All of these trends are designed to amplify the insecurities of young women and teach netizens to conform to unattainable beauty standards just to please social norms.
黄金比例就控制在1比1.5，头顶的高度和额头的高度控制在1比1是刚刚好的。
And the most disturbing part? It works. Every single time.
给自己身上打几分？5分吧，腿有点粗，不够直角。
What?
Because the beauty industry has understood something that the rest of us are still catching up to. People will pay anything to be someone they're not.
我有自己的原则，我不想一辈子让人踩在脚下。
The popularity of these upper lip surgeries has gotten so popular that many cosmetic clinics in China are now fully booked out with parades of young women trying to achieve that perfect golden smile. At some point, we got to take a step back and ask ourselves, are we living in a simulation? Because when did looking like a full-ass, goofy-ass clown now being considered peak beauty? Is anyone else seeing this? To understand why the clown-like aesthetic has become so viral in China, we must firstly take a step back and connect this to China and frankly the rest of East Asia's broader cultural obsession with manufacturing an appearance of innocence, youth, and unthreatening femininity for young women. And I want to call out the key word here: manufactured happiness.
The point is, happiness always ends.
It sounds bloody dystopian, and it's because it is. China and East Asia have built an entire industrial ecosystem. Beauty clinics, social media platforms, live streaming economies, and influencer pipelines that have collectively decided what young women should look like and how they should act.
第一个，手不要放在膝盖上，而是轻轻地搭在大腿的中上方。
It's scary because China has now built a multi-billion-dollar industry selling idealized beauty products that are established on the foundations of young women's insecurities. Take this case of 31-year-old woman He Shengsi, who spent almost $1 million across 40 rounds of surgery to look like celebrity actress Fan Bingbing. Sorry, what the f***? You're telling me you spent $1 million across 40 rounds of surgical procedures to look like a ghost?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
But wait, the story gets crazier. This chick, God knows why, decides to marry a man who also goes through surgical procedures to look like the celebrity actress's boyfriend. What? But no, it gets even crazier. This bloke then decides to cheat on her with the whole ass man. Come on, guys. At this point, this shit can't be real. Do you know the confused pointing Spider-Man meme? Yeah, that one. But in this case, it's just a clusterfuck of God knows what. Look, at the end of the day, I am not here to shame anyone for what they want to do with their own bodies. Autonomy matters, and there's a beautiful thing called free will. That being said, if you want to go under the knife and spend the remainder of your days looking like Pennywise, you do you, queen. But when you take a step back, zoom out, and look at the bigger picture, you'll come to realize what this trend actually represents. A culture where young women feel the need to go through such extremities just to conform to some unrealistic beauty standard where happiness is manufactured rather than achieved. At the end of the day, all you gotta do is smile through the pain, baby. Subscribe if you're also in pain after watching this video.